YouTube, you are live. We are about to follow. As soon as I can't see shit through these 3D glasses. Okay, here we go.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being man.
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the masculine feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place where I get a shot and a beer. Steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on hot day?
Mr. Clevin, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Cave Crew Radio, indeed it is. I'm here in my 3D glasses. This is going to be a big show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is DK. I launched from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and you are listening to Cave Crew Radio. And I apologize for the delay in the start of the show, but my son is going away to camp, and he has been so rebellious for the past probably 10 months. He's now a teenager. Yet tonight, until I assured him that I tucked money into his gym bag, he had slight melancholy about missing me. He was, how would, what's her name say, verklempt.
He was.
Anyway, I do believe I hear Queens, New York. Let's not hold this any longer. I'm going to take these fucking stupid glasses off, by the way. That's why.
Yes, I am here live from Queens, New York. I am Sir Big B, and I'm actually looking at the alternate view of you, not the usual. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Is it like my sound? What is that?
I have no idea.
It's my intro music. Boing.
I know. I got to get rid of. I have another picture on the other camera though. I can't use yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm
enjoying looking at the alternate view, like the side of your house. What the hell is going on over there?
I have no idea.
Stop touching things.
I'm not touching a thing. Holy jeez.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I have a question. Let me bring Stu in because I have a question to the greater audience. And it's something I think we've all gone through or we've all done, but don't know why it works.
Right.
I do believe I hear London calling.
You may. This is my favorite part. You gotta hear this part. Here we go.
Hello.
Is he awake? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've got a bit of a squeaky chair tonight. I'll try not to move.
Stop moving.
Good evening. This is London calling. How are you doing?
It's like the top secret CIA room.
He's talking like he's back in the car under the bridge.
And I swear the stacks of paper get higher and higher. Like he's solving crimes. He is Constable Carson.
I can't see on camera.
Are we allowed to bring our guest in, or do you have? Is your question like for everyone?
Yeah, but the question goes out to everyone. Sure, we can bring our guest in.
Stu, stay hello stay hello. Stu,
hello.
Oh, I'm not in the mood.
It's going to be one of those nights.
I'm not in the mood for this night. Like, fuck off. I'm telling you right now. You fix everything right now. Turn a light bulb on. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome for the third time on the show a very special guest of ours who is celebrating his second anniversary. Just released it this week. Jason, welcome back. You know what to expect, so we're not going to tell you where the fridge is or where to get drinks. You're on your own.
Well, thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Hi, Jason.
How's it going, Stu?
Good, man.
Good,
Good, not too bad.
What's going on, man?
And we will talk about your second anniversary as the show goes on. And by the way, folks, just because we're talking about anniversaries, I don't want anybody to be jaded. Mike Jolitz also had his second anniversary show. Like, I wonder what the fuck
is going on?
We're going to find out in a minute. We got to get to your question first. But Mike Jolitz just had his anniversary show as well. And I'm wondering what happened 2 years ago. You know, like normally babies are born 9 months after, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 years ago, there must have been like a real cold spell of no sex because both Mike Jolitz and Jason Marshall started their show on the same fucking week. And these noises are driving me crazy. Anyway, Big B, what's your fucking? I'm lost right now. I lost my phone.
All right, so I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this the other day, and it came up tonight. Remember last week I was talking about the body odor when you walk into the train and whatnot. We had a nice little tangent on body odor. Tonight I want to ask everybody, and everybody I know, everybody to a man on this show and out there listening has done this. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No idea.
Stop touching things.
Okay.
Now, it happened tonight because I was sitting there eating dinner, and my dog was gassy as fuck and farted.
That's
now,
the worst.
what happens when either your friends or your pets or significant other maybe are around you and farts and it's really bad and you can't take the smell? What's the first thing you normally do?
Well, who's gonna go first?
Tell them to get out of the room.
No, the first thing you do is do this.
Yeah.
You put your shirt up over your face. Now, what is it about the properties of a t-shirt that protects the smell from not entering? Everybody and anybody here or your friends, everybody's done this. As soon as there's a smell you can't take, you put your shirt up over your face and like, oh God, then you tell them, get out of the room, go away. What is it with a shirt that makes it not smell anymore?
Well, the shirt has the laundry detergent in it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if
so
it comes,
you can smell the fabric conditioner or something.
well, that's if you just take it out of the wash. But you wash it like 4 days ago and you haven't worn it yet. You put it on, the smell goes away. And then if you're working in it all day or whatever, at the end of the night, the smell's gone. But you still can't smell the fart when you put your shirt over your face.
Well, I would hope that the shirt would still smell good until you've. Here we go back to the body odor shit again.
Well, I'm not saying the shirt would smell bad. I'm just saying the shirt wouldn't smell like laundry detergent anymore. It would just be a shirt. It wouldn't have any smell whatsoever.
Well, a shirt always has like a clean smell to it, though. Like I'm wearing a clean shirt. It smells, I don't know if it smells like laundry detergent, but it.
All three of us is smelling our shirts right now.
Everyone smell your shirt right now. Hashtag smell your shirt.
All the listeners, we want you to tweet you smelling your shirt.
Yes, please.
Add pictures on the Facebook page of you smelling your shirt or using your shirt to protect yourself against flatulence.
But now, Jason, now wait a minute. Before I go to anyone on the panel, Big B, you got to be more specific. Is this someone we know or someone in public or
what?
Is this at a birthday party or is this like on a train?
This is anywhere that somebody farts. Like I said, tonight I was sitting here eating dinner. My dog was all fucking gassy and farted right next to me. It stunk. So I put my shirt up over my face. If you're hanging out with your friends and your friends fucking fart and thinks it's all funny and smells like the sewer, you put your shirt up over your face. You know, it's wherever you are and you smell something really, really nasty and it's usually a fart, you put your shirt up over your face and suddenly you can't smell it anymore. I want to know what is the properties of a t-shirt that makes you not smell horrible smells.
Jason, I think actually what you're doing is you're just holding your breath when you put your shirt over your nose.
Well, number one, why are you wearing a sweater? And number two, because it's August. And number two, why do you have a mustache and not a beard or hair on your head?
Oh,
the mustache is perfect.
It's a 70s porn stash.
I'm teaming up with the Japanese guy from last week to do the Freddie Mercury duet.
Trying to figure you look like Magnum PI and Telus mixed together. Anyway, back to what we were talking about before we move on here. Jason, what would you do in the case of bad gas?
I would just get up and walk away. You know, it's weird that you brought that up because I was thinking the worst time. It was so embarrassing. I was out with my family and I had really bad gas and I farted at the table.
So you're the one that cut the cheese.
Well, the worst part was, like I said, we were out to eat and the waitress had walked away for a little while. So I thought, well, now's a good time. And by the time I actually did that, she decided to come back to get our order. And she came at like the height of the smell. And it was really bad. And in hindsight, I should have just played it off like, man, I'm really embarrassed that my kid did this. But it was very clear it was me.
But imagine the poor waitress.
Oh yeah. I went back a week later for lunch and she was there and she saw me and started giggling and I never went back to that restaurant. That was the end for me.
Did she say anything?
No, just laughed at me. That was
that's the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What in the fuck is going
All right.
on?
Should we let Big B and I guess Jason too know?
Is this a surprise for me that I'm hearing random sounds?
Okay, look up to my screen now.
Wait.
You know, last week it was National Intern Day. Today is actually
Big B with random sound effects day.
Yes, today is hashtag annoy Sir Big B with random sound effects day. Now that is far too long for Twitter, so I came up with this hashtag ASBBRWRSE day.
Well, what had happened was.
The fuck?
So Jason, if you want to join in,
oh my god,
it is National Annoy Sir Big B with random sound effects. And poor Big B didn't have a clue of what we were doing.
Who's triggering the sound effects? Is it you?
Oh, me and Stu. We're bombarding you. We're waiting for Jason to come in. We do have a breaking news alert, though. listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not a member of the Cave Crew Radio Facebook page, you need to do so immediately, because this is breaking news and my screen is fucking black. There it is. Okay, sorry. This just in from Mrs. B. Probably 5 minutes before showtime. Okay. We could never imagine this to happen. Tom Wopat. You know who Tom is?
He was Luke Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard.
He was. And folks, this is from TMZ, so we know it's real. He has been charged with sticking a finger in a woman's butt crack.
I'm sure he didn't mean no harm.
Was he arrested by Roscoe P. Coltrane?
Beats all you ever saw.
Just his way of being affectionate.
Here's what the story says. Tom Wopat allegedly grabbed a woman's butt and put his finger between her butt cheeks. And he was arrested for felony indecent assault. According to the police report obtained by TMZ, Wopat was rehearsing his show 42nd Street in Waltham, MA, Massachusetts, I imagine.
Yep.
Yeah. On July 23rd, when a woman on the set claims he walked behind her and she felt his hand grab her butt. It's not all. She also felt his fingers go between the butt cheeks.
Jesus. Was he leaving the boar's nest at the time?
Tom Wopat, ladies and gentlemen.
I think she
Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
I think she just saw him eating a Hershey bar and thought, here's my chance. I'm going to frame this guy.
I'm just thinking, if anything is Dukes of Hazzard, with all the snowflakes we have around this world right now, the memes have got to be coming soon.
I'm sure they will be.
I'm sorry, folks. I had to do that. That was breaking news.
I mean, you know, he is just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm.
At least he didn't grab her by the pussy.
Yeah, who was it that did that?
It was Trump that said that he was going to do it to some lady out, or that he'd done it before. I forget now. It was a long time ago.
Well, wasn't there that saying, grab her by the pussy? Wasn't there something that was going around?
When Trump was campaigning.
Oh, really? Oh, it was the same time.
Yeah, apparently he said that in a conversation like 11 years ago. And the Democrats will, you know, try anything to make themselves feel better. So that's what they grabbed onto, and it, you know, it was funny. Everybody just found it humorous, basically, except for the Democrats.
I think all of us at some point have tried to grab them by the pussy.
Just walk around, just grab them.
Is that mate going like that? Can you hear that?
What?
I don't know. Stu thinks he has a squeaky chair. That's the next thing on the agenda tonight.
I think Stu's just just rapidly going insane, and we're watching it.
Like, I know you're bundled up like you're in like North Antarctica.
We've had our summer. It's like it's freezing over here.
It's August.
Well, it's not very warm. And I've got the window open as well. But.
Okay, what's not warm to you?
Well, there's a chill in the air. It's not warm. It's not t-shirt weather tonight.
What's the
Fahrenheit or centigrade? Like, we're looking for a temperature. Your chill and our chill may be completely different.
I'll see what the weather was today because I don't really.
He doesn't remember.
It's like he's so cold he can't even check his weather clock.
It's 62.
Oh fuck, that's not.
It's 62. So what? It's 62. It's 73 and raining here.
Well, it's still warmer, isn't it? It's
62.
with the wind chill factor, it's like about 15.
There is no wind chill factor at 62 degrees. Stop it. What, are you expecting snow flurries next? Stop.
It's the curse of the Snow Queen.
Holy Jesus, with the wind chill factor.
Do you know what I saw? I meant to tell you this. Do you know when you see weird things happening in people's cars? So you'll see a woman putting on her makeup. I don't know if I told you this. Did I tell you this the other day? I can't remember.
No, please do share.
You see strange things, don't you, when people are driving? Yeah,
I tend not to pay attention to what other people are doing in their cars while I'm driving. I pay attention to the road.
Yes.
How about this? A bloke who's driving the car licking a dinner plate.
A dinner plate?
He had a dinner plate and he lifted it up and licked it.
I think you did tell me this story before.
Why? But my daughter reminded me of it the other day because I don't know, we were driving. Yeah, we was off to see my mother, and we see something weird. I can't remember what it was now, or a bit of road rage or something like that. And she said, "Yeah, do you remember when the bloke licked the plate?" It was just really random, you know.
So he had like his mother's finest china
in the car.
Yeah, and he was driving. He was at the lights, and he must have just polished off maybe his Sunday dinner or something like that, and then just lift. There was a bit of gravy left on it, and he just give it a good lick.
So I'm picturing him driving with the finest china, eating a spaghetti dinner, and he had just finished off the spaghetti and still had some sauce left on the plate that he wanted to savor. So he's just licking the plate of the sauce.
And when he saw us looking, he did look a little bit embarrassed.
Of course.
How much did he weigh?
He wasn't a big fat man.
No.
No, it wasn't like a desperate for food or anything, you know.
Maybe a homeless skinny guy that stole a car and was just hungry. Either you told us that story or I had deja vu. I don't know.
I was trying to embarrass my wife one day, and I think it ended up being more embarrassing for me than my wife. But we were driving down the road. There was a lot of traffic, and we just got ice cream. So I decided to eat my ice cream cone blowjob style when we were stopped at stop signs. It did embarrass
bobbing up and down on it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You just dribbling down your lips like it was fucking.
Yeah, I would just look at the car next to me while I just bobbed up and down on this ice cream cone.
And it just happened to be a 16-year-old blonde who just got her license. Tell us about the court case.
Oh my God. What was it like when you stuck your finger in her butt crack?
That was at the end. I just put my pinky right up the bottom of the cone.
My son's at camp this weekend. I'm going to try that. I'll report back. I'm either going to be sleeping on the lawn or I'm going to have a great night.
Oh my gosh.
All right, listen, Jason, because we're going to head into a quick break before we go into all the other mayhem that's going on. I don't even know what to expect. Tell us about the 2-year anniversary, and have you made any changes since last we chatted? And by the way, what was your opinion when Mama Kate showed up? But answer about your anniversary first.
The anniversary show, we got a bunch of people on that are usual regulars and added a few people. One of the guys' names is Mike Furman. You might know him. He was in a band with Chris Hardwick called Hard and Firm. He gave me permission to use some of his music on the show. We changed the intro music, changed the show logo, stuff like that. And hopefully people will like the changes. And as far as Mama Kate's appearance on the show, I found that pretty entertaining. I was thinking about asking you guys what you felt about that. From what I saw, I wasn't able to catch the whole show live. What I saw was just her coming on with a black screen and trying to smoke a cigarette and then just going away very quickly and then trying to come back in about 10 to 20 minutes later and then going away very quickly again.
Yeah, so her appearance was like a fucking guy who stutters.
It freaked me out. I'll be honest with you. Completely freaked me out because Stu brought her on. I didn't know about it. So obviously you didn't, baby.
No idea.
And unless you did, maybe you guys are pulling shit behind my back. And
I had no idea.
All of a sudden she pops up on screen. And very nice lady. I really liked her. She was making funny faces in the camera though. And
she was on dial-up, wasn't she?
It's kind of like Annabelle.
She was using a fucking tin can and some string to get on. She had fucking webcam Tourette's.
But she's welcome on any day, mate, Stu. But yeah, where is she near you, Jason? Or
yeah, she lives maybe 20 minutes away or so. And I'm going to have her on the podcast next Monday. So that was one of the things I was going to ask her about too.
We want her to come back because she never really finished.
I don't know if she ever really started.
That's true.
We're not used to. It's kind of like we have a tree house, right? And we're not used to. We're not used to women coming in to begin with, and I was surprised. Like Stu didn't tell me. I think he did try to text me, but I don't pay attention once we go on air.
But we have had women before.
Well, yeah, we've had Mrs. Cutter, we've had Mrs. B or whatever you call her, Mama B, and
Stu's in love.
Yeah, Stu's in love. Wait till they see your Don Juan mustache, folks. If you're not watching the Stu Cam, I just want to tell you we are now integrating video onto our. When we post the podcast on the homepage, so you can watch the video because the Stu Cam will normally leave the Stu Cam run for 70 out of 90 minutes.
You never know what's going to happen on the Stu Cam. It's never a boring camera.
Never.
No. I might even put some toast on soon.
My favorite version of the Stu Cam was just the chair when he fell asleep.
Yeah, that was something special.
He wasn't even there. It was just his chair and the mirror. That was it.
Well, he was there after the show, wasn't he?
He came in the last 2 minutes. He wandered. He stumbled in like a fucking like an old drunk stumbling in after a long night of fucking whiskey drinking. He's rubbing sleep out of his eyes. Oh, are we ready to start now?
No, yeah, it was a weird show, and then he came on and he was ready to go till morning time. I really, if I had wood and matches, I would come make you a fire right now, Stu. See Stu, he's bundled. Big B. Well, I don't see Jason because we got his avatar, but we're all in t-shirts. It's August. We're happy. And Stu is chilly because it's 65 and you got to get rid of that fucking mustache. I just it doesn't work for me.
Dude, did you go out and buy rock salt for the impending snowstorm that's coming?
Oh, I did. I sprinkled it on there just because it. I think there's a frost tonight. I went to the allotment, covered up all my plants.
Oh, Stu, you're something else. All right, folks, listen, here's what we're going to do. Let's take a really quick break here. You're listening to Cave Crew Radio, live every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Central Time, Eastern Time. I've lost my mind. Can't get over the Stu Cam right now. It is hashtag, by the way, let's pull this up again. And if you want to tweet, put it on the Facebook group, send Big B a private message. It is Annoy Sir Big B with a random sound effect day. So we do welcome anything that you have to help us out on that cause. We'll be back. We got
hashtag ASBBWRSE.
Yes. Because you would never fit that in a Twitter post. So just hashtag Annoy Big B. It's good enough for us.
You need.
All right, kids. We're going to take a very short break, about less than a minute, about 2 minutes anyway, and we'll be back.
Hello, this is Al. I listen to Cave Crew Radio every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. If by chance I miss it, I catch all past episodes on cavecrewradio.com. Don't forget to donate $5 at cavecrewradio.com. Oops, I'm due to donate. Now back to the cave.
From the makers of Amazon Echo comes the newest hands-free speaker designed in the UK. It's the Nigel. At only £60, is the best price speaker on the market. You can't afford not to have one. Hey Nigel, I've got the right amp.
What's got your knickers in the twist, mate?
Where's my jumper?
Probably in your closet, Nick.
Where's the best fish and chips?
Harry Ramsden's in Yorkshire, you twit.
Does the tube run to Lancaster Gate on Sunday? Isn't Nest in Dalston open? I want to get pissed and dance.
Sure is. Better dress up, though.
Where can I get some suction in London?
Any gay bar, like usual.
I'm out of fucking fags. Where's the nearest pharmacy?
Devonshire on Israel Road.
Where's the loo?
See that sink over there?
Where can I get a pint of Palmer Palo?
What's it? You're big on this,
Cheers. Cheers back at you. Well, hello, ladies and the gentlemen, and cave dwellers in general. This is Choo Choo Stew, and I'm deep in the hallows of London, England. I want you lot to stop taking a piss and join the Cave Crew Radio Facebook group. And while you're at it, look us up on the Twitter as well. It's not rocket science, it's actually quite easy. Just search Cave Crew Radio. Also, have you got a bit of spare change in your wallet or your bank? Because we could do with $5. It's easy on PayPal. Just go on to cavecrewradio.com and chuck some money in the tip jar. It helps keeping the dream alive, sockcuckers. So don't be silly and take the mick. Cavecrewradio.com. Fuckers.
All right, Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show. We're back. It is indeed hashtag Annoy Sir Big B with Random Sound Effects Day, or ASBBWRSE Day, if you prefer. Jason Marshall from We Don't Have Cookies is with us tonight.
What's going on, everybody?
How come we don't see him?
I don't know. Like,
I don't have a GoFundMe thing for a cam.
Yeah.
Video thing, haven't you? You're going to do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, we're going to try to raise some money over here.
So how do you have audio without a camera, though? Like, every laptop now has a camera.
I got a PC.
Well, so do I.
Yeah, mine didn't come with a webcam.
Neither did mine. I've got
what do you use, like an Atari 2600?
That's some gaming computer, which it looks like a gaming computer. It would have came with a webcam, but
he looks good though, folks. We'll post his picture on Facebook.
But sexiest voice in podcasting.
He'll be naked, fingering his butt. Did I miss anything? By the way, because we kind of rushed into the show. Did anybody have any? You asked your question about the fart.
Yeah, that was it.
That was everything. Stu, you didn't have anything you wanted to bring up?
No, I've got nothing to come up at the moment.
And Jason, you either?
I just found out about a Twitter alternative called Gab. And apparently if you get booted off of Twitter, you can just go here and they don't censor anything.
That would work well for us, but like, how many followers do you have on Gab right now?
I guess Anthony Cumia went over there because he got booted off of Twitter. I don't know if you guys know him from from Opie and Anthony show, but
yeah.
I just found out about it the other day. So
he
looked at it, but it's kind of weird looking.
Is anyone on there? Because I'm not saying because I'm not on there, no one's on there, but is anyone on there?
What's it called again? Jason, what's it called?
Gab.
Oh,
it's
be on there.
gab.ia is the URL for it. But there's a few thousand people on there.
Oh shit. That's huge. There's how many people on Twitter though? 2 billion?
Oh Jesus, yeah. Yeah, there's a shitload.
I don't know if 3,000 are they doing a Kickstarter or something? Like what's going on?
No, I mean there's more than 3,000. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, 50 to 75,000 maybe. It might be more than that.
It might. Hey, listen, and MySpace was there at one point, and now it's gonzo. So who knows? This Gab might be the new. It might be the new tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess people are just getting sick of Twitter just suspending accounts for whatever reason, you know. I never got my account suspended though, so I've never had a problem with Twitter.
Yeah, I've never been suspended. I've said some pretty bad things, but I don't know.
But even Facebook and that, if you put a dodgy picture up or you say something, they will suspend you on Facebook.
Dude, I tried to send DK a message with a link to Fiverr yesterday on Facebook, and they wouldn't let me send the message because they was saying that what I was trying to send was abusive and something else. I forget what it was. I think I even sent you the screenshot.
Is that because of advertising?
I don't know. It must have been.
They're choosy now with what advertising they want to put out. So you're advertising something. Maybe
it just seems weird that I couldn't send my friend a URL to something.
Normally you can. Is it midnight yet? If it's midnight, this sound effect day can be fucking over.
It is not midnight. Fuck. It is 9:40.
This is going to go on for the whole fucking show.
Well, it's after midnight in the UK.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm pulling up my salmon fighting back, but you can't hear my sound effects.
No, because you can't. It's your day.
But I wanted to fight back, but you can't hear any of my sound effects. So
well, you need to get a plasma cannon like this. You'd have. All right, listen. There's some funky stuff going on out there. There's some stories I wanted to talk to. If you guys, this one I posted late as well. This was kind of like a breaking news thing, but you must have heard about this or read about it or whatever. There was a shotgun wedding, so they're calling it. A bride pulls a gun on a groom at a wedding. Tennessee is our location today, folks. This is even starting to drive me crazy. In Tennessee, shortly after the man exchanged vows with Kate Elizabeth Pritchard, age 25, the Newsome twosome started arguing at their reception.
Fighting back,
yeah. And okay, I don't know who's throwing this out. This was a very...
That's me. I'm fighting back. I told you I'm fighting back.
This is bad. But anyway, the bitch that got married I'm trying to tell a story here for the folks out there that really don't care about the sound effects. She had a gun in her wedding dress. And she pulled it out and she held it up to the guy's head and she fired it and it misfired or it was a blank. I have, as Big B would say, I have questions about this story. How did she know she was going to get
French, but you're an asshole.
We're going to get nowhere tonight.
What's your name, fat body?
This show's going to go nowhere. Anyway, Big B, you're only supposed to play it when Big B's talking.
I'm fighting back, so I'm playing it when everybody else is talking.
Anyway, Big B, this is normally when you say, I have a question. Get off the damn phone. This is usually when you say, I have a question.
I haven't been paying any attention, so I have a question. What the fuck are you talking about?
This woman got married.
Okay.
And at her reception, she pulled a gun out of her wedding dress.
Okay.
And aimed it at the groom's head and fired it, and it didn't go off. So this is normally when you would truly lead in with an, I've got a question.
Well, I do have a question. Why did she pull a gun at her wedding on her groom?
Where would you put it in your wedding dress?
Well, that would be in the fucking thing that they put on their leg. Garter. Thank you.
Inside the garter. So
have they got the wedding over with and just the reception?
It sounded like someone with no teeth gargling Listerine. Yeah, I'm assuming the wedding is over. Pritchard was charged with aggravated domestic assault. She was released, though, on the from the Rutherford County Jail with a $15,000 bond. So I'm now listen. I love my wife dearly. I have no idea where she is. She's taking my kid to camp, I guess, right now. But she never pulled it.
Do ladies work here?
She's throwing dishes at me.
What?
Full pop cans. This is back. We've been together forever, and I was
fucking Italian. What?
No. Actually, I'm Irish, and I don't know what the fuck she is. She's like gypsy. But no. Back in the day, and we love each other here. But I have to. I'm canceling the fucking sound effect.
That's stupid.
Wasn't me.
Good. Well, yeah.
Fucking Jason's gonna get in on it soon. Anyway, I'm sure it was my own fault that I probably arrived home drunk. This is before we had a son or anything like that. And, we had bought in a house, and of course, I was the responsible one driving the sports car while she was.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Well, she was worried about the mortgage, and
Last night,
actually had.
I hear the six.
This is if you bear with me for like 10 seconds.
All right, I will not play. I'm putting my phone down. I will not play a sound. I have my hands.
I want
like a good Catholic school child. I have my hands together.
Sound effect timeout because I'm bearing my heart here. Now again,
okay.
This is probably 18 years ago, and I had these collectible Pepsis from the NHL. Y'all know I'm a big hockey fan. And I had these Pepsis all stacked up on this little shelf I built in the basement of it was not the most desirable house. It was our second house that we purchased before this one. Anyway, and I was redoing the basement. And she grabbed one of my collectible canned Pepsis, and I don't think she meant to throw it at me. She was just hell-bent on destroying one of my collectible Pepsis.
Well, can you explain what a collectible Pepsi is? It's a can of Pepsi. It's a can of soda.
So
what makes it collectible?
Cans of Pepsi.
But
they call those bag ladies here.
No, but it wasn't like a regular can of Pepsi. It's like you guys never had stubby bottles, so I can't tell you the story about beer. But it's like
we had stubby bottles.
Yeah, okay, so then the stubby bottles went away. So if you get a stubby bottle,
wait, what's a stubby bottle?
I got to get a picture for you. Hang on, I'll get one of those for you. But or when Coca-Cola and them used to sell in bottles instead of cans. Those things are kind of cool now. They're nostalgic. Well, I had these Pepsi cans that were like, one was Wayne Gretzky, one was Mario Lemieux. I don't know what they were because I don't have them anymore.
Wait, but let me see if I have it correct. You had Pepsi in an aluminum can.
No, yes.
So they were cans of Pepsi.
Yes, but they were collectible cans of Pepsi.
DK, I don't know, you might want to be quick. There's a vintage Diet Pepsi can. It says unopened, empty can. 1988, rare vintage, unopened, $4.99. Do you want me to put a bid on it for you?
Years ago. Like, I'm not saying I do it today. I now have a child. I have more responsibilities. However, I'm going to cut over this Dukes of Hazzard bumfucker here, and I'm going to
plus there's some Spice Girl Pepsi cans on eBay.
Do they have the limited edition Mr. Pibb can?
I don't know, but I'm going to buy them.
Give me an invalid source here.
Send them to DK as the care package. I'm just gonna go to 7-Eleven and buy a 12-pack of Pepsi and send it to him and just tell him it's collectible.
I don't even drink Pepsi. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
You guys keep fucking playing your sound effects and talk.
Oh wait, we can go back to sound. I wanted you to tell your story. All right, this is for that story. Oh, it just refreshed. Fuck.
It obviously doesn't mean as much to you as it. Okay, look at this on the screen now. Hang on. That is a stubby bottle of beer.
Okay, so we had those here, not the little fat. Well, I mean, I think we had the little fat ones in the 70s, but then in the 80s they were skinny little ones, and we called them nips.
And that's what we have now is the skinny one. So Molson Canadian actually brought them back, I think, last summer or something. And everyone was like gaga over it. Don't you remember when Coke came out with those bottles again? Everyone
with the glass bottles.
Yeah. They're about 10 times the price of the cans.
Yeah, and they still have them.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia, right?
But it tastes nicer in a glass bottle, doesn't it?
I don't.
Okay, Jason,
sugar water to me
because these two guys are driving me crazy.
I have not played a sound effect since you asked to suspend sound effect day.
Jason, have you got any weird collectibles?
God, I'm sure I probably do. I haven't collected anything in a long time, though. It'd have to be in the attic. So, I used to collect beer bottles.
You used to collect what? I missed that.
I would collect beer bottles from different parts of the world.
Yeah. But being in Ohio, you must have been in Canada at some point.
Yeah.
But why does Ohio equate to Canada?
Because
Ohio's the Midwest. There's still several states before Canada.
No, there's only one, Michigan. You got to remember. You need to look at a map and realize where I am on. I am right across from Detroit. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go through Quebec or Toronto to access Canada on the East Coast. You can access via I-75 right from Windsor. Right, Jason?
Yeah. We could also just go right across Lake Erie, couldn't I?
You could take
a boat.
Ferry. Yeah, you could take the ferry into Kingsville, yes. Which will really confuse people.
It would confuse people if I hopped on a ferry?
Yes, everybody would be confused as to why Jason Marshall's hopping on a ferry.
Well, yeah,
front page news everywhere.
No one understands that in Canada the water melts. Oh man, this is a real bad.
I just want to go there to buy some milk, just so I can have a bag in my
Bags of
refrigerator.
milk.
I find it so strange that you guys have never tried bagged milk.
No,
they've stopped it now. We can't even get them anymore.
I just don't know how you store that.
You put the bags in the fridge, and then when you open it, there's, if you guys get on a subject, I can come down and show you.
Right now, well, go ahead. Go grab a bag of milk, and I'll talk to the other guys about a bag of milk. The only thing I picture is like a paper bag. Like it's got to break. They can't be like we have plastic cartons with a cap that you screw on and you put it in the fridge. You take it out, it's not going to break unless, for some reason you fucking snap the plastic in half. This is a bag of milk. I'm thinking like a grocery store, paper or plastic. You get a paper bag full of milk. Eventually it's going to leak through and rip the bag, and it's going to be a mess.
I just keep thinking of a plastic bag, and you put it in your fridge and it just sort of flattens out on the bottom shelf instead of just sitting up straight. It just, I don't know, man. Seems
and then you forget about it. It flattens out on the bottom shelf, and you put stuff on top of it. You forget about it for like 3 months.
Yeah, that's
your bag of milk. Yeah, that's a jug. That's not a bag.
No, but the bag's in the jug. You have to invest.
But that's still a jug of milk. That's not a bag of milk. That's a jug of milk.
To get the bags, right? We started buying the bags, but to be able to use the bag, you got to buy the jug. And then we used it for about a year. Then they stopped doing them.
Why don't you just put milk in the jug and sell it like that?
Because then you're saving the planet as well. You're not got.
How? You still have to buy a jug.
You have to buy a jug, yeah, but you're not throwing the jug away like you are your bottle every couple of days, or
right. But you're throwing a plastic bag away. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And what if you don't rinse the jug out good enough? Are the jugs dishwasher safe?
They are. I think they are.
Wait, now, I'm assuming DK has the bag and jug of milk.
I'm back. Now, let's see here. So here is the jug.
Uh-huh.
My wife's going to wonder why I have the bag of milk. Now, this is almost empty.
Is that a cereal bag?
It's a fucking Cheerios bag.
This is I was masturbating to Selena Gomez. No, but normally it's full, and the milk goes in this container, and cut it with scissors. And when you buy it, there's 3 bags of milk. I believe, Stu, it's a liter per bag. And my wife's gonna ask me, why the fuck is the milk out of the fridge? And
okay, so now I have a question.
I'm sure you do.
There's a bag of milk in a pitcher.
Yes.
When you want to pour a glass of milk, how does that work? Because it's in a bag.
Again, I'm gonna refer the camera over to me.
Yeah.
I do have my collectible mug. I'm gonna do it for you here. So
here's in a baggie.
Here's my limited edition autographed mug. Okay. So the milk is in the. I don't have that big. So here's the milk.
Is there no lid for the jug?
It's in a bag.
No, it's a bag. You cut the bag. Okay. You usually go through it in a day or two if you have kids. And then watch here. I'm going to try.
Where's the lid?
See the milk coming out?
That's got to lead to spills, especially when it's a full bag. That has to lead to spills because it's just a flimsy plastic bag. It's not like, this rigid plastic
bag in any jug. No, you've got something missing. You've got the lid missing from the jug with the
spike. Don't need a lid. It's not a jug. It's a bag that's in a fucking holder.
Now, on our ones, we had a lid with a spike and a little tube, so it pierces the bag, and then you get no spillage. You lift it up and no spillage.
See now, but here's my question. You have a bag in a jug. You had to specifically go buy the jug to put your bag of milk in. Why can't you just buy a jug of
fucking Walmart? The jug was not a major investment. We got like 5 of them.
But again, why can't you just buy a jug of milk? Why does it have to be in a bag?
If we go to Detroit, she goes to like Myers or whatever, we get the jug. I understand, but the jug takes a lot of room up in the fridge. I don't know. I'm not
the one the same size as what you just have. Wait a minute. Wait, is suddenly when it crosses the border to Canada, does it expand to 5 times its normal size that it doesn't fit in your refrigerator, but that jug does? What happens? It's the same exact size.
Shh for a minute.
I got a bigger question. When your kid goes to school and he gets milk with his lunch, do they hand it out in baggies? And he's got to go get a cup to put it in.
Do they give out mini jugs
to save on plastic?
And is it color coded for chocolate milk and regular milk?
You can still buy cartons of fucking milk at the store. I don't know why they do it. I didn't invent it. I was just born here, and they were learning. So you put it in the case, you cut it open, and you put it on your cereal or make your chocolate milk, whatever the fuck you're doing.
So when you have young children and you have to feed the baby milk, does the baby just suck on the bag until the milk comes out? How does that work?
Well, when you have a baby, does it suck out of the fucking jug? I don't think so. You put it in a fucking bottle. For fuck's sakes, we're not orangutans. We're not fucking cavemen. We don't live west of the allotment in the fucking parking lot.
Bottles take up a lot of space.
Well, I mean, everything apparently grows to 17 times its normal size once it crosses the border into Canada.
Just tell your wife or tell your kid to suck on your wife's tit. I don't know what to do. Apparently there's milk in there too. One time it squirted at me while we were fucking. What's that warm thing? Did you just squirt? Well, yeah. I thought I did. Oh, fuck's sakes. I don't know, guys. Go back to our history. I don't know why we have fucking.
Quickly putting bags over there to save room.
I really do want to see a Canadian elementary school with a corner milking bag.
I think everyone should watch the CFL now, the Canadian Football League.
All the kids have their lunch bag and their milk bag.
Something. I don't know why we do it that way. I honestly don't. All I know is I got a cup of milk I'm not going to drink because I'm drinking beer.
Does everyone buy it in bags though?
If you go to the corner store, you can buy it in a plastic container, or you can buy it in those cardboard things.
Why don't tip it into your bag?
99% of the people you will notice when you're in Canada, if you want some milk for your tea or your cereal, whatever the fuck you're using milk for, it's in a bag in one of those containers I showed you.
Do they sell it in the same aisle with the garbage bags and the sandwich bags?
Sanitary. Look, I've been alive on this planet for almost half a century. I've been drinking milk out of a bag. It's okay. It's not some bag you pick up off the street and like milk the cow with it. I'm sure it's been saturized and packaged properly.
Get it from the local milk people.
Yeah.
That was a thing going around Twitter today. I don't know if anybody heard of that.
You spend way too much time on Twitter, and now you have the alternative for it.
Yeah, I thought that alternative Twitter thing was really strange, man. I'm gonna have to go on there more. I guess mainly it's for alt-right people, though.
This is the best answer I've ever heard. I thought the alternative Twitter was really strange. I'm gonna have to go on there more. You fit right in here. Like Stu said when he was looking at the cow at the farm, he goes, that ass. I got to get further in there to. Are you awake, Stu?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
I'm thinking about milk bags.
I thought you said you used to have milk bags over there.
No, we did. But
Oh, I thought he was talking about Mama Kate.
Oh,
That's what he wishes was over there.
he was free. Hey, wait till she sees your mustache. I don't like it.
well, it's not a moustache. It's just after the shave.
Did you tape that on your face? Like, it is so uneven with the rest of your facial hair.
Quiet.
Well, I'll have to give it a trim.
I don't know. He looks like I don't know how to explain it. Wayne Newton, Don Juan. I don't know.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Next story. Lana Del Rey. Does anyone know who that is?
Quiet.
No.
She's a singer.
She's a singer.
Okay. No, the name sounds familiar.
She's one of these pop snowflake singers. She had hit games as Video Games and Summer Sadness. Does that help?
What?
She had hit songs, Video Games, and Summer Sadness.
Oh, I didn't hear the hit songs part. I just heard games and Summer Sadness.
Anyway, she has admitted to using her knowledge of witchcraft to place a hex on President Donald Trump. In an interview with the British music publication NME, Del Rey admitted that a mysterious tweet that she sent out earlier this year was asking followers to gather the ingredients for a midnight ceremony that was an attempt to hex Trump.
Right.
Did it
And
work?
these are the people that vote, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people that vote.
Hey, these are not only the people that vote; these are the people that are like stars and influence. These are influencers.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I don't care what people say. We need to have some kind of restrictions on voting. There was a guy, I went up to vote one day, and this guy he hadn't voted in, I don't know, like 70 years. He was like 80 years old. He didn't know what the parties were. He didn't know what the difference in the parties were. Some lady had to step aside and show him, this is the Green Party, this is Libertarian, this is Democrat, this is Republican. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, he took a Green Party ballot, so we didn't have to worry about him trying to waste everybody else's time. But there's just some people that shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Here's Jason Marshall with all his trees. So who's your prime leader? Al Gore?
Oh, God.
Wait, shouldn't we all be dead from fucking the climate change by now, according to him, from 10, 15 years ago?
Well, that's interesting because it used to be global warming, and now it's
global
climate
warming.
change.
Yeah, that's what it is, global warming.
Because
yeah,
the planet was just getting hotter, and then when they found out, well, the planet also gets colder too. That's why sometimes if you look on the news, they say there was a high today, and the last time there was a high of record this much, it was in 1902.
Right.
It's kind of goes in cycles.
Yeah, and the fact now that there's more ice on the Arctic shelf than there was 10 years ago, nobody wants to say anything about that because, oops, the Arctic shelf was supposed to be fucking all, evaporated by now. All it was just big, another big money thing, and Al Gore was the leader of it. And he made millions off of it.
If he gave a shit about anything to do with the environment, he wouldn't spend all this money taking all these planes around to set stuff up at certain locations with all these crews coming in. He would do it remotely through webcams and stuff like that.
Right.
And you wouldn't spend all this carbon dioxide going out into the ozone if that's what you're sincerely worried about.
Well, his mansion wouldn't be admitting all the toxic gases that it does either. Ultimately, he doesn't give a shit. All it's just money. The same thing with stupid Leonardo DiCaprio. I like him as an actor. I like his movies, but he's another dumbass that takes private jets to fly everywhere to speak about the horrors of global warming, but yet you take a private jet, which is more toxic than anything because you're using more fossil fuel. Yeah, okay. I don't take you seriously.
Can you give me an example of a good Leonardo DiCaprio movie other than The Beach was pretty good, but
what the fuck is The Beach?
The Beach is the one where they all got caught and they were all stoned on that desert island, or it wasn't a desert island, but it was an island somewhere. What are you referring to? Titanic?
Well, no, like
the one where it was the pilot, the aeroplane pilot.
No, that's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that was.
That's not Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. Tom Hanks.
The movie. Good Leonardo DiCaprio movies are Shutter Island, The Revenant.
Revenant was good. Yes.
Wolf of Wall Street was really good. Huh?
Not bad.
Yeah, I remember Shutter Island. Now that you mention it, that was damn
Shutter
good.
Island was a great movie. And the movie, shit, I can't think of the name of it, but when they dream, everything, it's like you go into different dimensions.
Oh, that was Insurgent or
no, that's not the Insurgent series. It was shit.
Inception.
I don't remember the name of it, but that was was it Inception?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another really good. Leonardo DiCaprio has good movies. His stance on global warming he's a dumbass.
You need to watch The Beach then.
I never heard of The Beach. I've never heard of that movie.
Anybody else see that, Jason?
No, I've never seen it.
When did it come out?
I don't know, 10 years ago.
I gotta look that up. I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, Google it, download it. You should be able to get a good copy. Hey, speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio and all those, did you hear this new job that NASA has open? Apparently there's and again, this is from a reputable newspaper, ladies and gentlemen. NASA has a job opening to defend Earth from aliens, and it pays 6 figures. The job
can't be real.
This is real. This is from the Toronto Star. The job involves preventing alien contamination during NASA space missions and stopping alien microorganisms from reaching Earth. Your resume is going to need more than watching a lot of science fiction.
All right.
Can
I ask a question?
Of course you can. I'll do my best to answer. I'm not fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy, okay?
Well, you should know this question. The Toronto Star, is that a legitimate newspaper?
Yeah, it's as legitimate as they come. It's like the New York Post.
Not like the National Enquirer or something.
No, fuck. It's not like that shit you get out of England, like the
Daily Mail or whatever.
The Daily Mail and whatever,
All right.
The Queen's probably dead and they don't even know it.
So, how do they choose a candidate?
Well, okay.
Because you're protecting the Earth against something that's never gonna happen. So, like, I could take the job now. Yeah, I'm protecting the Earth. Okay.
Well, again, maybe it's not an alien per se, but let's say they're testing things out around Mars or Pluto or Saturn, wherever they're going. They may get some kind of disease that once brought into our galaxy could cause problem. Some dust or moon dust, or I'm sure there's things on other planets that are not healthy to our environment.
Where does it say in the story where you go apply for this job? Because I want to apply.
Listen, NASA has posted a job opening for a planetary protection officer. The job involves preventing alien contamination during NASA space missions. Let's see if it gives us a link. Yes, it does. You can go to usa.jobs.gov before August 14th. So if you're listening to this on replay a year later, you're way too late.
Okay, wait. I'm going there now.
USA.jobs.gov.
Jobs.
And I'm sure there's a million on there.
Jobs.
And yeah, you can
USA Jobs, the federal employment, the federal government employment.
right. There is like a Men in Black type of thing. Will Smith and that other dude, Tommy Lee.
NASA. Let's try NASA. Don't see anything for planetary protection officer. Here it is.
There you go. Post it. Put it on.
Hold on. I'm clicking on it now. Okay. Let me put it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, like I don't make these stories up, so it's on the Facebook page.
It'll be there in 1 second.
Which, by the way, folks, is Cave Crew Radio. Is all you got to do. Ask us to join, and I don't think we've told anybody no, unless you've only been on Facebook 2 days.
Oh, I've told people.
I'm still seeing the fingering story here.
That is so weird.
But we're full of weird stuff tonight.
Didn't one of them just die recently?
What's that?
I thought I saw a story where one of them died recently. One of the people from the Dukes of Hazzard, and the guy in this story was talking about how sad he was that the other person was gone.
Oh, the dark-haired guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit more on this job. The salary is $124,406 to $187,000 per year.
Wow.
The series is general physical science. The work schedule is full-time. The appointment type is permanent. And the locations is one location, United States. It doesn't tell you anywhere else. It just says United States.
You can work from home with your bag milk.
I guess. Okay. You want me to read the fuck is going on here?
Well, give us the highlights, right?
Yeah, I got to pull it over. Hold on. This position is assigned to the Office of Safety and Mission Assurance for Planetary Protection. Planetary protection is concerned with the avoidance of organic, constituent, and biological contamination in human and robotic space exploration.
Our audience is not going to understand the thing you're saying. Could you?
Not one thing. Let's see. Let's scroll down to the duties. That's the summary. Let's scroll down to the duties. The Planetary Protection Officer, otherwise known as the PPO, is responsible for the leadership of NASA's planetary protection capability, maintenance of planetary protection policies, and oversight of their implementation by NASA's space flight missions. The PPO also supports the Safety and Mission Assurance Technical Authority and serves as a principal advisory resource to the Chief, SMA, and other senior officials on matters pertaining to planetary protection.
So do we wonder now why the country is going broke, or any country? Look how many people you have to report to something that is never going to happen.
Exactly.
And you probably need a daily, weekly, and monthly report to be submitted.
Well, some of the other duties are it leads planning and coordination of activities related to NASA mission planetary protection needs, leads independent evaluation of and provides advice regarding compliance by robotic and human spaceflight missions, advises the chief, SMA, and other officials regarding the merit and implications of programmatic decisions involving risks to planetary protection objectives, in coordination with relevant offices, leads interactions with COSPAR, I don't know what COSPAR is, National Academies and Advisory Committees.
Wait a minute.
Recommends and leads the preparation of new or revised NASA standards and directives in accordance with the established processes and guidelines. There is no supervisory status, and it doesn't look like there is promotional potential. Who may apply? This job is open to U.S. citizens and U.S. nationals. The job requirements. Key requirements are frequent travel, drug testing, selectee must complete a financial disclosure statement, and a 1-year probationary period may be required.
For what?
I don't know.
Number one, I don't understand half of the shit you just said. But I'm wondering, why do I need a financial statement? You know, Am I going to see things that I should? Is Area 51 real? Now, see, you've got me thinking.
I don't know. Well, part of the qualifications is candidates must possess broad engineering expertise and at least 1 year of which is in a position at or comparable to the GS-15 level. I don't know what the hell that is. You must have a degree in physical science, engineering, or mathematics that included 24 semester hours in physical science and or related engineering science, such as mathematics, dynamics, properties of materials, and electronics.
Stu, are we boring you?
No, you're not boring me. I'm listening.
Oh, you look like you were going. We all had the Stu cam on, and we thought you were going for a siesta. Why would you need any of this stuff for something that's not real?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe they have fucking proof that there is shit out there.
How to apply? The vacancy is being filled through NASA STARS.
I don't think. Jason, do you qualify for this?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe. Well, I have 16 degrees in engineering, so I might be.
It's worth applying for, isn't it?
I am going to apply. I have to. I have to create a username and email, which I'll do at another time. But I will apply. And I will let you know what transpired.
Man has gone before.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you should apply and say the only job you're going to at is working at McDonald's and see what kind of response you get.
No, I'm going to say that I'm the UFO watcher from California.
Oh, geez, yeah. I wonder why he hasn't applied to that yet.
He should apply.
We should call him and let him know.
Dude, you're looking to get out of that job? We got a really good one for you.
You know, we realize you can't take our call, even though we just saw aliens, because you've got a interview to do. But go back and listen, folks. It's hilarious. Yeah. Just take some pictures and send them over my way. I've got a radio interview to do. Coast to coast AM. Yeah, but there's this big green thing just got out of a silver circular device in my backyard. I'm pretty sure it's going to shoot me with a ray gun. Yeah, post it to our webpage and we'll investigate. You know, no wonder there's so much trouble in this fucking world. If I called 911, I told them I've severed my wrist. I'm bleeding on my jugular. I don't know what. Yeah, well, right now I'm going to go watch Oprah. She still likes bread. Fucks. Someone in the chat room, Al, what's Eating Gilbert Grape? Another Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
It was an old Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Wasn't he like Rain Man? Was that the prequel?
No, it was not Rain Man. Rain Man was Dustin Hoffman.
I know, but I'm wondering if Gilbert Grape was the prequel to Rain.
I don't think so.
Somebody find out about. I think it's the same author, and Gilbert Grape was this weird kid. I never saw the movie, so I can't tell you about it. But Rain Man, or he could have been the other guy who just kept running. Gump.
Forrest Gump. Yeah. Well, What's Eating Gilbert Grape was more of I believe that was a Johnny Depp movie. More than Leonardo DiCaprio was in it, but that was more of a Johnny Depp movie.
So he was like the guy that had the steak knives on his hands.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
That was another Johnny Depp.
Who writes this fucking shit?
Edward Scissorhands is a very popular movie. It's become a cult classic. You know what I was watching last night was the fucking remake of Halloween. Or the Rob Zombie version of Halloween.
Actually, very good.
Wow, was that a good movie? That was a great movie.
I thought so too. I know some guys who do a horror movie review podcast. They hated it. I loved it, man.
I really like that they got behind the psychology of Michael Myers. Like in the original Halloween, it was just a slasher movie. They had a little bit of a backstory, but it was a slasher movie. This, they really got behind the psychology of it. It was great.
Yeah, I liked all the scenes when he was a little kid, showing the mental institution he was in, all that stuff. Man, it was good.
The descent into madness, so to speak, of Michael Myers was really good. And how his mother killed herself. It was great.
Now, so you guys are into the horror thing. What is the anticipation? Because I know what mine is. What is the anticipation of the new It movie?
The first one sucked, so I could care less about this
one. I think the concept is pretty good, and it's got to be better than the first one. And I think, if anything, fingers crossed anyway, they've learned a lot from how shitty they did with the first one. Because when they were kids, it was still a good movie. And then when it transitioned into them becoming adults and going after it, that's when they lost everything.
Well, that's because it was the judge from Night Court and the fucking guy from Three's Company.
Well, I'll tell you though, it was funny. I was having this conversation with my wife like a month ago. Stephen King stories, a lot of them don't translate well to the big screen. There are some great ones that, like, Christine and The Shining and
Children of the Corn,
Green Mile and stuff like that. Really good. But a lot of others like It and fucking Maximum Overdrive was a bag of shit. Pet Sematary wasn't really great. A lot of other ones really just don't translate well to theater.
I thought they did a good job. Now, I loved, and maybe it's because I was so young when I saw it. Children of the Corn was only a short story. But I thought the original Children of the Corn, before they made 10 of them, was awesome. Running Man, I thought was really cool. I thought Man was a good job with The Stand.
Running Man was one of those. I just saw it recently, and it was one of those movies like when it first came out and you were younger. Oh, it was a great movie. Now you watch it now, it's like, what a cheesy.
I don't know. I think Richard Dawson is the.
Well, Richard Dawson is great, but the other movie itself.
Alive, if Richard Dawson was alive, he should be the Joker.
He would make an excellent Joker if he was alive.
Now, what about The Stand? Now, that was a miniseries, and I thought they did a. Well, you should go back and watch that.
I didn't see that. Well, they tried making The Dome.
I like that. I used to watch Under the Dome.
Under the Dome, yeah.
But you guys got to remember, these books are like 12,000. Like, the one thing about Stephen King, you either love him or you hate him. He spends a chapter talking about a brick on a fucking wall.
Right.
You can't transpose that into a movie. The other one I really liked was one with James Caan and Misery.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. As good as Misery was, it was a really good movie. But if you read the book, it was 5 times better.
And now let me bring this movie up, The Shining, because there's 2 versions of The Shining.
The first one.
There's the Kubrick version with Jack Nicholson, which is excellent, which really doesn't stick to the book. Now, I've read the book. The book is great. The Kubrick's version of the movie is also tremendous. There's the other version of the movie that is really more along the lines to the book. It follows the book almost identical. I loved reading the book. That movie, though, was fucking terrible.
That's with the guy from St. Elsewhere or something was in it.
Oh, I don't even remember who.
Yeah,
I think Rebecca De Mornay was in it or some shit. But it was an awful movie. But that movie followed the book. A great book. I love reading that book. But the movie sucked. Kubrick's version was so much better.
I like the original. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
Stu,
absolutely.
Stu, are you awake? I fucking hate that mustache. What did you think, Jason? Which Shining did you prefer?
I like the original.
Did anybody else like Children of the Corn though?
I liked it, yeah.
That was a mini book, though. There was not a lot to draw from, but I thought I loved that.
I think I liked it when it first came out, but I may have only seen it once. I don't really remember it.
Malachi.
Has anybody seen the remakes of Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th? I haven't seen those yet.
Yeah,
But they remade them?
Yeah.
I
didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm not as good on them. I like the older ones.
Okay. I thought there might be more they could do with Nightmare on Elm Street because they used a lot of special effects and stuff back in the day. So I thought maybe that would be pretty good, but it's kind of hard to do that movie without the original Freddy Krueger, you know?
I was going to say, who played Freddy?
Yeah, without England,
Robert Englund was the man.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's the time in my life when I saw them, because the old Nightmare on Elm Streets used to be classic, and those are back in the days, I think, of VCRs.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, but
the first one I think was 1984.
But we anticipated them, and just think of it like Jason's saying, the special effects they had then. Think of what they could do with it now in like an IMAX 3D or something.
Right.
Stu, do you have an opinion?
My mum said I'm not allowed to watch horror movies.
Are you one of these people? Because I have a neighbor who is deathly afraid of anything. Like the Old Omen came on one night. We were having a couple of beers, and I'm like, "Oh, the Old Omen's! I'm going home." I'm like. She was scared shitless of it.
Great movie.
My wife will watch them with me, but she's not a big horror movie fan. I love
you know what was also on recently is The Exorcist.
Those were the best, right?
Oh, The Exorcist probably one of the greatest horror movies ever made. Was The Exorcist.
Did you watch the Exorcist TV series that was on a year or two ago?
I did not.
No.
Okay. It was all right.
Was it a documentary or?
No, it was just, I don't know. It was pretty much what you would expect. It was the Exorcist movie, but they adapted it to TV.
Well, they tried like other movies too, like The Last Exorcism of Emily Rose and some other exorcism movie. It just didn't work. It was okay, but it wasn't like, The Exorcist was, what Linda Blair did with that character was really good.
But you watch interviews with Linda Blair now, and I think same as what's that other the girl that was in Firestarter, very young. I think they were Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the two of them had very hard lives, and I don't know, I would not put my child in a movie that is that scary.
Well, what was Drew Barrymore? She was like doing cocaine at 13. She was all fucked up. But she turned she turned everything around, and she's again a movie star. So
she's a
good for her.
Modern day Britney Spears. No, she's done a great job.
Yeah, she really has.
Hey, so is Corey Feldman, though. He was on an interview the other day, and he has not drank or done drugs since he was 17. So imagine how much he did before then. He was on.
He still looks like fucking high.
Well, he's on tour. He has a rock band now, but he still to this day will not publicly talk about what happened to the other Corey
Haim.
Yeah. But can you imagine? I'm sure we've all been in spots in our lives where, I got to slow down a little bit. But at 17, I was maybe just getting started.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have slowed down at 17.
Oh, so you were early too. Like some of these kids just went hell, like Big B was saying, Drew Barrymore was doing coke with probably 50-year-olds at parties.
Yeah.
She was 12. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine the kind of life they led, because they were, especially Corey Feldman, the kid was like a rock star, and he really didn't have to go on tour or do anything. And he was at the right age where he could be with just about any girl he wanted to be at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he could go anywhere and get anything handed to him. You walk in a restaurant and you're Corey Feldman, you're getting a free meal.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to a lot of child actors. If they don't have a good, family circle around them, a lot of them just get all fucked up. That's the entire cast of fucking Different Strokes. It was all on something, and most of them are dead. Willis was in jail. It happens.
Fucking Willis ended up in jail. What happened to the short guy?
He's dead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what was his name? Gary Coleman?
Gary Coleman, yeah.
Yeah, before he died, he was working as a security guard.
Yeah, his family fucked him, from what I understand. Like those contracts that he signed, all that money went to his family, and they never shared a dime with him.
Jesus, that's rough, man.
Yeah. So exactly. He had to work as a security guard.
Because how do you trust anybody after that? When your mom screws you over, it's hard to trust any other woman.
It really is, and the life that he led after that, when either he became an adult on his own, or I don't know if he emancipated himself, but the choices that he made, I guess not trusting people led to really not doing anything, further as far as acting goes.
Yeah, it just seems so weird how it all ended for him, being a security guard and all that. And for one, how good of a security guard could you be at his size?
That is true.
Talk about the low man on the totem
fuck
pole.
are you gonna stop?
him and fucking Emmanuel Lewis are teaming up. They're gonna guard that doghouse like there's no tomorrow.
I guess he could be a security guard at Toys R Us or something. In the lost person department.
Man, imagine them as midget tag team champions.
They would be fucking great. Emmanuel Lewis and fucking Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman ran for governor.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was running the same year Arnold ran.
Who ran for governor?
Gary Coleman. Because that was a fucking circus, man. It was crazy.
Is Emmanuel Lewis still alive?
I don't think so.
You sounded that with so much fucking confidence.
I was yawning at the time.
I really don't care if Emmanuel Lewis is fucking. I'd squash him like a fucking ant on my sidewalk. All right, kids, here's what's gonna happen. We're going to go around real quick, then we're going to name this fucking show. Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show. Every Thursday, live, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Wherever good podcasts can be found, Facebook, Twitter, webpage, Cave Crew Radio. We made it really simple for you because we're really simple people. And then we have, of course, our good friend Big B, who appears every Tuesday night right here on the network.
Live at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Cave Crew Radio for the Metal Thunder Radio Show. 2 hours of kick-ass metal.
It's kick-ass metal, but I have to, I always say this, great hosts, which make the big difference in the show. Pod Train.
Choo-choo.
We have no pod trains in the future yet. We're working on, folks. We're working on. And of course, Jason Marshall, tell us about your show, where to find it. 2-year anniversary just released. New and evolved. What's going on?
Yeah, you can go to iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, all that stuff, and search for We Don't Have Cookies. Subscribe there. And I got the rest of the year pretty much booked. So hopefully there'll be pretty good shows, and I hope people come and check it out sometime.
Do you have Big B or myself or Stu booked?
I have you guys.
Stu does little fucking shit for you all the time, but
he certainly doesn't have me booked. I'll tell you that.
I don't believe. I thought I had August 24th written down, but I think he's probably rebooked.
I mean, this is the first time he's been on this fucking show. I haven't been on once, but that's a story for another time, I guess.
No, I have you guys written down for something in particular that I'll talk to you guys about later.
Yeah, okay. We've heard that before. I've got $1 million job for you guys.
How many cookies Mama Kate got?
I have her on pretty much every month except for in September, because September is going to be a month where I just talk to people in other countries.
How about the guy with the fucking Cheetos?
He's going to be on next week too. So you guys are going to love next week's shows. It's going to be Mama Kate on Monday and Benny Mac on Thursday.
And by the way, you've got an inside job on Benny Mac. We would like to have Benny Mac on the crew.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to him because I just heard today. I'm not sure if it was a joke or what. It seemed pretty serious though. Benny said he got $500,000 from Netflix to do something. So
what?
Yeah, and he's got a hell of a nice studio he's starting to build with that money. So we'll see what that's all about, because he works for MTV and Stars over in New Zealand. So it's possible he's doing something with Netflix. I'm going to find out, and we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Well, and can we get him on the show before he gets too big for us?
I'm hoping I get him on the show before he's too big for me.
I have confirmation, by the way, folks. I do have confirmation from the production company that Emmanuel Lewis is still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, I just looked that up too. He's alive and 46 years old.
No idea what the fuck he's doing, but
wow.
We're going to roll the perfect segue. Choo Choo Stew, what would you name this show?
I would name this show Milk Bags and Collectible Pepsi.
See, I'm gonna have to start writing this shit down. Milk bags and collectible Pepsi. I'm now going to go over to our guest, Jason Marshall from We Don't Have Cookies.
I want to say Stew Stash or Milk Mustache. We'll just combine the two.
So we got hang on there. We got a Stew Stash and a Milk Mustache. Big B.
I would call this Milk Bag Mania.
Milk Bag Mania. And I have Funny Sound Milk Bag Day. So hang on a minute. I'm writing these down. From the chat. Bag of milk, no cookies from the chat. Here's what we got. A Funny Sound Milk Bag Day. Stew Stash Milk Mustache. Milk bags and collectible Pepsi. And milk bags.
Bag of milk, no cookies.
I didn't get the end of yours, Big B. Milk bag what?
Milk Bag Mania.
Mania. So there you go, folks. You have 1, 2, 3.
Jason Marshall left.
Jason said Stew Stash Milk Mustache. All right. So we go around the room, we vote, see if one wins, hopefully. Jason, you can vote for your own or pick another.
Jason just joined back. He.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go.
back now.
There he is. Okay.
Go, Stu. Stu, what would you vote?
I would go for the bag of milk, no cookies.
Oh shit! I didn't even write that one down. Bag of milk, no cookies. Okay, as one vote. Big B.
I'm gonna stick with my own milk bag mania.
Okay. Jason.
I like the bag of milk, no cookies.
Well, that's two. And here's going to throw a real rook in it because I also voted for Milk Bag Mania. So for the first time ever, at chat room, do it quick.
Well, it's already 3-2.
Oh, yeah.
Voted. He hasn't re-voted. Al.
That was a suggestion. Now the vote comes down.
Al, we need a vote, and we can't stay here all night. Just changed it to bag of milks. No, it is between Milk Bag Mania and bag of milk, no cookies. You have the winning vote. I know there's a slight delay. We'll play sound effects while we wait for you.
Gross.
I left all the sound effects page, so I don't have any more.
Okay, so I guess it is a bag of milk and no cookies.
Okay.
I can live with that. All right, kids. The name of the show is Cave Crew Radio. Jason Marshall, We Don't Have Cookies. Make sure you check it out. Metal Thunder Radio, Tuesday nights live, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Cave Crew Radio. We'll have the link for Jason's show in the show notes, and we'll be pimping them out like crazy. No word on a new podcast stream, so we're going to cut out. Bag of milk, no cookies. Name of the show.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!